There we go. All right. First priest, come on up. State your registry.
Tazia Banz Bala Bombani Ashral.
Tazia Banzabaluan Banya Shahala.
Yabashim Yashab Rakatams.
Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Brakata.
All right. Slide. Hold on a second. Slide. Damn, oh, already.
We forgot something.
Oh, see. Because the cup needs to be over here with the wine. Hold it for a second. For a second.
La Ashral.
La Yashal.
Blow the shofar one more time. All right. Now, everybody, Amajim, which means to stand. Yapan Wahakodam, which means sorry and turn to face the east. Hold on, I gotta get my eyes.
Oh, gotcha.
There we go. All right. Turn to face the east. It's on you up.
Come on, God. This is the Lord's Prayer. This is the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawa.
Abanawa.
Shabbat Shemayim.
Shabbat Shemayim.
Qudash.
Qudash.
Hayah.
Hayah.
Shemka.
Shukah.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Malakwaka.
Malakota.
Taba'ah.
Kabah.
Ratazayaka.
Ratazayaka.
Hayah.
Hayah.
Aisha.
Aisha.
Ba'arataza.
Barakazah.
Kawa.
Kawah.
Hayah.
Hayah.
Bashemayim.
Bashemayim.
Latalanawa.
Ladamanawa.
Lakam.
Lakam.
Kal.
Kal.
Yawam.
Yawam.
Wasalak lanawa.
Kasalakinawa.
Kabwabwat yanawa.
Kabawakinawa.
Kasalak lanawa.
Kasalakinawa.
Kabwabwat yanawa.
Kabawakinawa.
Wala'a.
Wala'a.
Taba'a yanawa.
Kabiyayinawa.
Banasayawan.
Banasayawan.
Abo.
Abal.
Hawashayanawa.
Hayashayinawa.
Mayan.
Mayan.
Rai.
Rai.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Laka.
Laka.
Hamalakwat.
Amalakwa.
Wahala.
Wala.
Wahataparat.
Wantapara.
La'awan lumium.
Laiwalumium.
Aman. What we said in English was
I got it. Whoa.
Select.
I got it, bro.
Select.
Now we're going to do the Lord's Prayer in English. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name.
Hallowed be thy name.
Thy kingdom come.
Thy kingdom come.
Thy will be done.
Thy will be done
In earth.
as
As it is in heaven.
heaven.
Give us this day.
Give us this day
Our daily
our
bread.
daily bread,
And forgive us our
and
debts.
forgive us our debts
As we forgive our debtors.
as we forgive our debtors.
And lead us not
And lead us not
into temptation.
into temptation,
But deliver us.
but deliver us
from evil.
from evil.
For thine is the
For
kingdom.
thine is the kingdom
And the power.
and the power
And the glory.
and the glory
Forever.
forever.
So be it.
So be it. This is the Hakak in the Hebrew. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Ba'ashem.
Ba'ashem.
Yahweh Shai.
Yahushua.
Baba Kashah.
Baruch Hashem.
Natalanawa.
Natalanawa.
Hakak.
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 Larapa'ah.
La Rapa'ah.
Makala.
Say that one more time.
Kal Makala.
Kal Makala.
Wakal Madawa.
Wakal Makala.
Hakak.
Hakak.
Latahar.
That's a hard.
Ha Matazarium.
Hamatazariah.
Hakak.
Hakak.
La Salakia. Laha Kwayam.
Lahakwim.
Hamatyam.
Hamathium.
Hakak.
Hakak.
Al Rakawath.
Arakawa.
Hatama'ala.
Hatamahala.
The Garshan.
The Garshan.
Ba'ashem.
Ba'ashem.
Yahushai.
Yahushua.
The water Aman.
The water Aman. Now we're going to do the power prayer in English. Lord.
Lord.
In the name of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushai.
Please give us the power.
Please give us the
The
power.
power to heal all manner of sickness.
The power to heal all manner of sickness
And all manner of disease.
and all manner of disease.
The power to cleanse the leper.
The power to cleanse the lepers.
The power to raise the dead.
The power to raise the dead.
The power against unclean
The
spirits.
power against unclean
To
spirits.
cast them out.
To cast them out.
In the name of Yahweh
In
Shai.
the name of Yahweh Shai.
Thank you, so be it.
Thank you, so be it. This is the blessed Israel prayer in Hebrew. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Ba'ashem.
Ba'ashem.
Yahweh Shai.
Yahweh Shai.
Rak lanawa.
Barak Lanawa.
Wa Yashra'ala.
Wayashal.
Waha Bayat Saparium.
Wahab Bayat Saparium.
Barak
Hey, you can break that word up.
Salak.
You can say like Wahab Bayat and then Saparium.
Salak. Waha Bayat
Wahab Bayat
Saparium.
Saparium.
Barak
Barak.
Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai.
Hashem Yahweh Shai.
Tawada Aman.
Now we're going to say the blessed Israel prayer in English. Lord.
Lord.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
Bless us.
Bless us
And Israel.
and Israel
And the school.
and the school.
In the name of Yahweh.
In
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
in the name of Yahweh Shai.
Thank you, so be it.
Thank you, so be it. The Psalms 121 in the Hebrew. Ayashah,
Shai.
Ayanya,
Ayanya.
Aharium,
Aharium.
Ma'ayan,
Ma'ayan.
Yaba, Azaria.
No, it's just one word.
So like Yaba,
Yaba'a.
Yaba'a,
Yaba'a.
Azaria,
Azaria.
Azaria,
Azaria.
Ma'ain,
Alright.
Yahweh,
Yahweh.
Ashah,
Shah.
Shamayam,
Shamayam.
Aratazat.
So like I converted.
Keep going.
Al Yatan,
Al Yatan.
Lamawat,
Lamawat.
Regalka,
Regalka.
Al Yanawam,
Al Yanawam.
Shamarka,
Shamarka.
Hana,
Ana.
La'a,
La'a.
Wana Yam,
No, Yanawam.
Yanawam,
Yanawam.
Wala'a,
Wala'a.
Yashan,
Yayishan.
Shablamar,
Shalomar.
Yasha'ala,
Yasha'ala.
Yahweh,
Yahweh.
Shamarka,
Shamarka.
Yahweh,
Yahweh.
Tazalka,
Tazalka.
Al Yad,
Al Yad.
Yam Yanka,
Yamyanka.
Yam Select, Yawamam,
Yawamam.
Hashamash,
Hashemash.
La'a, selected, La'a,
La'a.
Yakaka,
Yakuka. You see the dash?
come on, concert,
That's letting you know it's one word.
come
So you
on,
would say La'a Yakuka.
La'a Yakaka,
La'a Yakuka.
Waya Rak,
Wayarak.
Bala Yala,
Bala Yala.
Yahweh,
Yahweh.
Yashamarka,
Yashamarka.
Makarai,
Makarai.
Yashamar,
Yashamar.
Atnapashka,
Atnapashka.
Yahweh,
Yahweh.
Yashamar, Tazaatka,
Yashamar Tazaatka.
Waba'ak, it's like Wa'aka,
Waba Wa'atka.
Mayata,
Mayata.
Wa'ad, Iwalam.
Wa'aid Awalam. All right, now we're going to say the Psalm 121 in English. I will lift up my eyes into the hills.
I will lift up mine eyes into the hills.
From whence cometh my help?
From whence cometh my help?
My help cometh from Yahweh.
My help cometh from Yahweh,
Which made heaven and earth.
which made heaven and earth.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He that keepeth thee
He that keepeth thee
will not slumber.
will not slumber.
Behold,
Behold,
he that keepeth Yahshua
he that keepeth Yasha'Allah
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand.
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
nor the moon by night.
nor the moon by night.
Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil.
Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil.
He shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy soul.
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out
and thy coming in.
and thy coming in.
From this time forward,
From this time forth
even forevermore.
and even forevermore. This is the Psalms 83 Hebrew prayer. Alahayam,
Alahayam.
al damaya laka,
Al Damayah Laka.
al the karashwa, what select it? Al the
Karash.
karash.
That's why I said take it one word at a time.
Come on, concert.
Because you're trying to combine words that don't need to be combined.
Come on, concert.
So it's Al Karash.
Al the karash. Wa al
Wow.
the shakwat.
That's a quad.
Al
Al.
kayahana.
Kayahana.
I wayab yaka.
Awayam Yaka.
Yaham mawan.
Yahama.
Yakama
One.
Awan.
There you go. Yahama Awan. There you go.
Wama
Uma
Shana Yaka.
Shana'a.
Select. Shana'a Yaka.
Shana'a Yaka.
Nasha Wa.
Shan.
Nasha'a Wa.
You're not gonna finish it.
Ra'ash.
Nasha'a wa Ra'ash.
Al select it. Al Amaka.
Al Imaka.
Select it. Ya Yum Wa Sawad.
You're a Yamwa Swad.
Waya Taya Aitaza Wa.
Waya Taya Tza Wa.
Al Taza Pa Wan Yaka.
Al to the Pawanyaka.
Amorwa.
Marwa.
Lakawa.
Lakawa.
Wana select it. Wana Kayan select it. Wana Kayad Dan.
Wanakak.
Wanaka
Wanakak.
Wanakak Yadum. Select it. Wanakak Yadum.
Wanakak Yadam.
Magawa.
Magawa.
Magaw Ya.
Magaya.
Magaw Ya. Wala'a.
You want me to finish it off, bro? You got it?
Select it, sir. I got to do this.
All right, go ahead, D-Lane. Go ahead. No, go ahead. I'm here with you.
Wala'a.
Allah.
Yazakar.
Yazakar.
Sham Yash'ala.
Sham Yasha'ala.
Awad.
Iwa.
Kaya.
Kaya.
No, select it. Now, I Taza. Wa.
Now, what I says a wa.
Lab.
Lab.
Yakad. Wa.
Yakad. Yakad wa. Go ahead.
I select. I Yaka.
No.
Select
Yakad wa.
Yakadwa. I Yaka.
Right. Al Yaka. Now, you had it right. Yakad wa and then Al Yaka.
Yakadwa. Al Yaka.
Yakad wa. Al Yaka.
Baryat.
Baryat.
Karatwa. Ahal Ya.
How are you?
Select it. Adawam.
Adawam.
Why? Yasham my Alyum.
Wa Yashame Alia.
Wa Abba.
Mawahaba.
Wa Ha. Garyum.
Wa Hagari.
Gabal.
Gabal.
Wa Amawan.
Wa Amawan.
Amawan. Wa Amalak.
Wa Amalak.
Palashat.
Palashat.
I'm Yashabya.
I'm Yeshabia.
There's a war.
Has a war.
Gum Ashawar.
Gam Ashawar.
Nalawa.
Nalawa.
Imam.
My mom.
Hay. Ha. Yawa.
Hayawa.
Hayawa. Zarawai.
Zarawai.
Laban. Select it. Labanya.
Labanya.
Lawat.
Wat.
Salah.
Salah.
Asha. Lacham.
Aisha Maham.
Ka. Madyan.
Ka Madyan.
Kasa. Select it. Kasaya. Ra'a.
Kasaya Sarah.
Ka. Yabyan.
Yabya.
Ba. Yeah.
Next page is Ba, and the next page is Nicole. Ba Nicole.
It's different, sir.
You don't have the whole thing?
I don't.
Gotta have the whole thing. Ba Nicole.
Ba Nicole.
Ba Nicole.
Kayashwan.
Wayashwan.
Na. Shamadwa.
Na Shamadwa.
Ba. Ayan. Dara'a.
Ba Ya'an Dara'a.
Hayaw. Select it. Hayawa.
Hayawa.
Damam.
Daman.
Dama.
La'a Daman.
Shayat. Select it. Shayatam. Wa.
Shayatamwa.
Shayatamwa. Nadayab. Ma. Waka Arab.
Now it's Nadayab Mawa.
Nadayab. Mawa.
All right? Nadayab Mawa.
Ka Arab.
Kairab.
Waka Za'ab.
Wakazaba.
So like a waka zabah, waka zabak,
Wakazaba.
wa kaltazalam. So like wa kaltazalam manai.
Wa katazalmanai.
Call
Wa katazalmanai.
wa kaltazamanai. Call nashai.
Saya kamwa.
Call nashar yakamwa. Ashar,
Shar.
Amarwa,
Amarwa.
na yasha, so like it. Na yarash shah,
Na yarasha.
la nawa,
La nawa.
ah,
Ha.
na awa, it's like na awatha, it's like na awa,
Nawa.
ala hayam,
Alahaya.
ala haya,
Alahaya.
shayatam,
Sayasham.
sharatamwa,
Sayatamwa.
ka gala.
Kagalgala. Before you start pronouncing the word, look at the word.
Kakwash,
Kakwash.
la panya,
Lapanya.
rakal,
Rakha.
kayash,
Kahash.
ta ba'ira,
Tabahira.
ya'ira,
Yaira.
wakal la habat,
Wakalaba.
wakal
No, you had it right.
Ba.
You had it right. Wakalahaba.
kalahat,
Kalahat.
haryam,
Haryam.
kan,
Khan.
dapma,
Baradapma.
ba sa'ira, ka,
Ba Sa'iraka.
wa bashaw, wa, it's like wa sabat, batwaka,
Right? Wa Basawa. Wa Basawa.
ba basawa, the ka,
There you go. So it's really like three words. Wa Basa Wapak and Ka.
wa basawapatka,
There you go. Wa Basa Wapak.
ta bahalam,
Da Bahalam.
mala'a,
Mala'a.
panyaham,
Panyaham.
kalawan,
Kalawan.
wahabat, it's like
Waya.
like waya,
Bakwash.
bakwash,
Wa. There you go. Waya. Bakwashwa.
shamka,
Shinkas.
yahawa,
Yahweh.
yabash, yeah, it's like it, yabashwa,
Bashwa.
wa ba ho, wa
Waya Bahal.
yabahawa, adya,
No, I.
adya,
It should be a dash right there. I.
adya, wa ya kapai, that's like it, wa
It's like my name. Wa ya ha par
ya kapar,
wa. There you go. Wa ya kapar wa.
wa ya, it's like it, wa ya abad wa, wa
Right?
ya abadwa,
Wa ya abadwa.
wa ya, it's like wa ya da aiwa,
Wa ya the Iowa.
kaya,
Kaya.
ata,
Tha.
shamka,
Shinka.
yahawa,
Yahweh.
labarka,
Labadka.
al yawan,
Ayawan.
al call the al
Alkaha.
kaha
Ratiza.
aratiza.
All right, now we're going to do Psalm 83 in English. Keep not thou silence, O God.
Keep not thou silence, O God.
Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy peace,
And be not still,
and be not still,
O God.
O God.
For lo,
For lo,
thine enemies make a tumult,
thy enemies make a tumult,
and they that hate thee
and they that hate thee
have lifted up the
have
head.
lifted up the head.
They have taken crafty counsel
They have taken crafty counsel
against thy people,
against thy people,
and consulted,
and consulted
against thy hidden ones.
against thy hidden ones.
They have said,
They have said,
Come,
Come,
and let us cut them
and
off
let us cut them off
from being a nation.
from being a nation,
That the name of Yahshua
that the name of Yahshua
may be no more in remembrance.
may be no more in remembrance.
For they have consulted together.
For they have consulted together
With one consent. They are confederate against thee.
They are confederate against thee.
The tabernacles of
The
Edom.
tabernacles of Edom
And the Ishmaelites.
and the Ishmaelites
Of Moab.
of Moab
And
and
Hagarenes.
the Hagarenes,
Gabal.
Gabal
And Ammon.
and Ammon
And Amalek.
and Amalek,
The Philistines.
the Philistines,
With the inhabitants of Tyre.
with the inhabitants of Tyre.
Ashur has also joined. with
Ashur
them.
also has joined with them.
They have hope in the children of
They
Lot.
have hope in the children of Lot.
Salah.
Salah,
Do unto them
do unto them
as unto the Midianites.
as unto the Midianites,
As to Sisera.
as to Sisera,
As to
as-
as to Jabin.
as to Jabin,
At the brook of Kasan.
at the brook Kasan,
Which perished at Endor.
which perished at
They
Endor.
became as dung for the earth.
They became as dung for the earth.
Make their nobles.
Like
Oreb.
like Oreb,
And like Zeid.
and like Zeid.
Yea.
Yea,
All their princes as the
all the princes of Zabah,
And as Zalmunna.
and as Zalmunna,
Who said,
who said,
let us take to ourselves
let us take to ourselves
the houses of God in possession.
the house of God into possession.
Oh my God.
Oh my God,
Make them like a wheel.
make them like a wheel,
As the stubble before the wind.
as the stubble before the wind,
As the fire burns the wood.
as the fire burneth the wood,
And as the flame sets the mountains
and
on
as the
fire.
flame setteth the mountains on
So
fire.
persecute them
So persecute them
with thy tempest.
with thy tempest,
And make them afraid
and make them afraid
with thy storm.
with thy storm.
Fill their faces with shame.
Fill their faces with shame,
That they may seek thy name.
that they may seek thy name.
O Lord.
O Lord,
Let them be confounded. and
let them
troubled
be
forever.
confounded.
Let them be confounded and troubled forever.
Let them be confounded and troubled forever.
Yea.
Yea,
Let them be put to shame.
let them be put to shame
And perish.
and perish,
That men may know
that men may know
that thou,
that thou,
whose name alone
whose name alone
is Yahweh,
is Yahweh,
art the most high
art the most high
over all the earth.
over all the earth. There's the blessings in Hebrew. Barak, Barakatah Yahweh.
Barakatah Yahweh.
So what Yahweh Shai?
Why Yahweh Shai?
What ma select it? What Mayak Allah?
Why Ma Yahweh?
What Allah Hayam?
Why Allahayim?
Matazabya Allah Wap Yahana.
Mabtazab Ya'ah.
Select it. Matazab Ya'ah Allah Wap Yahana.
Alawap Yahana.
Ha Allah Wap Yam.
Ha Alawapim.
Ha Saranyam.
Ha Saranyam.
Ha Katazai Yan Yam.
Ha Padazahanyam.
Ha Kaya Yalyam.
Ha Kagayayim.
Wa Ha Kawatyam.
Ha Wa Ha Akwatyam.
Wa Ha Kawatyam.
Wa Ha Akwatyam.
Wa Ha Kawatyam.
Keep going.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Bashim.
Hashem.
Yahushai.
Yahweh Shai.
The water Aman.
The water Aman. Now we go to this ISUPK blessing prayer in English. Bless you, Yahweh.
Bless you, Yahweh.
And Yahweh Shai.
And Yahushai.
And Michael.
And Michael.
And the angels.
And the angels.
Commanding General Yahana.
Commanding General Yohana.
The generals.
The generals.
The captains.
The captains.
The officers.
The officers.
The troopers.
The troopers.
And the sisters.
And the sisters.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
In the name of Yahushai.
Thank you, so be it.
Thank you, so be it. That's it. We'll do the curses.
All right. And it's our turn to take the time.
What was your prayer? Oh, God.
You fix that. All right. With that, we can be seated. Mashabit, which means to sit. All right. Shalom, Yahweh, Shem, Yahweh, Shabbat, to all the brothers. Yahweh, Shemal, Latham, Shem, Yahweh, to all the sisters. With the ISUPK. Start out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under commanding General Yohana. All right. We've been teaching blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans the truth of the Bible since 1969. All right. And today is ISUPK San Antonio Sabbath service. Right, where we go over the scriptures in Hebrew and then in English. You know what I mean? Sabbath service is a holy convocation. You can find that in Leviticus, the 23rd chapter. You can find the Sabbath day all over the Bible, right? You know what I mean? It's a holy convocation. You want to go outside with me? Yeah. All right. I got things for little boys like you. We have ways of dealing with how you want to deal. We got push-ups. We got running. We got all types of things that can fix that. I know. I know. All right. So let's go ahead and get into it.
Okay. It's the book of Exodus, chapter 20, verse 23. La'ah ta'ai shwan I daya alahayim kasa walahayim sakha la'ah ta'ai shwa lakam. Verse 24. Isupk adama ta'ai shakha laya za bakyatya ilayawan ata adata yaka wa ata sha makwa yakwa ata taza makwa wa ata makwa baka kama ma kwawam ashar Zachariah Zachariah ata Shemaya abawa alayaka wabara kata kayat. Verse 25. Wam masbak abanayam ta'ai shakha laya la'a tabana tabanakha atahwan zayata kaya harbaka kha napata alayakha wata ka la lakha. Verse 26. Wala the I lakha bama I malta ala ma za bahakya ashar la'a taga lakha ya your nakedness.
Oh, okay.
Um, I wa
Dark.
awatak alayawa ha. Verse chapter 21 verse 1. Walakha hama sha batayam ashar tashayam lapan niyam na lapa na yacham. Verse 2. Kaya takha ibada. Yeah. Oh, I don't even count it. Abarya Shisha Shanayam Yaai Pada Waba Sa Ba'aita Yatza Lakia Pa Shaya Hanaam. Verse 3. Aima Ba Gapawan Ya Ba'a, Baga, Pawan, Yatza, Amayim, Ba'al, Ash'a, Hawa, Wayatza, Ha, Aisha, Tawan, Amawan. Verse 4. Imam, Ada, Nawayan, Ada, Nawan, Yatawan, Lawan, Ashasa, Asha, Waya, Ladaha, Lawan,
Where do we start?
when
It's
20,
got two more verses, sir. It's like this one and the next one.
Banayam, Lawan, Banwat, Ha, Shaza, Waya, the Waya, La, Da, Aha, Dakha, Yaha, Ladana, Hayaka, Waka, one, Yatza, Bagapuan, verse 5, Wayam, Amara, Yamar, Ha'ai, Bada, Akha, Badaya, Ata,
Where do we start?
Arawan,
It's like
20, I'll tell you right now. Started at 20, 20 and 23. Yeah,
Exodus 20 and 23.
yes, sir. Continue.
Is that 7 verses?
Yes, sir.
Oh, we can go to the English. Do you know where we're supposed to stop today?
he wrote it down. He's got it on the text message.
We're supposed to stop at Exodus 22 and 10.
All right.
So like I said, that ain't right.
You said what?
That's not right.
All right.
No. Start at 16 and 23.
Exodus 16 and 23.
Mhm.
What do we finish at?
Right now, we're on 21 and 5.
Where do we finish at for the day?
Oh,
Go. Is that your 7 verses?
Yeah.
Read the English, bro.
it's the book of Exodus, chapter 20, verse 23. You shall not make with me gods of silver, neither shall you make unto you gods of gold. Verse 24. An altar of earth thou shalt make unto me, and shalt sacrifice thereon thy burnt offerings, and thy peace offerings, thy keep, and thine oxen. In all places where I record my name, I will come unto thee, and I will bless thee. Verse 25. If thou wilt make me an altar of stone, thou shalt not build it on hewed stone. For if thou lift up thy tool upon it, thou shalt pollute it. Verse 26. Neither shalt thou go up by steps unto mine altar, that thy nakedness be not discovered thereon. Book of Exodus chapter 21, verse 1. Now these are the judgments which thou shalt set before them. Verse 2. If thou buy an Hebrew servant, 6 years he shall serve, and in the seventh he shall go out free for nothing. Verse 3. If he came in by himself, he shall go out by himself. If he were married, then his wife shall go out with him. Verse 4. If his master have given him a wife, and she have borne him sons or daughters, the wife and children shall be her master's, and he shall go out by himself. Verse, that's why I stopped.
All right, so this is the beginning of Moses giving the orders to the Israelites. Well, it's not the beginning. This is more like the butt end of it, right?
Right.
Because this is the Ten Commandments, right? Exodus 20 and all right. So this is the first instance where the Lord was talking to the Israelites, right? Because at one point in time, the Lord tried to talk to the Israelites, and then we're gonna read about it. But the Lord tried to give the laws to the Israelites, right? But without Moses, like not telling Moses to tell them. The Lord was talking to the Israelites. You know what I mean? And it was thundering and lightning and rain and wind and they were terrified. The Israelites were terrified. Yeah,
Right.
the God that we serve is a scary power. It's not a. He's not a. Give me a hug and no. The God that we serve is when things happen with the Lord is lightning and thundering and rain and wind and gushing and. You dig what I'm saying? That's why. You want to go outside? Yeah, y'all gonna be here with me for a little bit today after class. Yes. Right. It's a so when you know how the Christians they think that God is a play toy, that the Most High is a play toy. You know what I mean? Oh, it don't matter if you keep the laws of God or not, and this, that, and the third, right? It does matter.
Right.
It does matter if you smoke cigarettes. It does matter if you smoke weed.
Right.
It does matter if you are nice to your parents and you obey your parents and you listen to your parents. It does matter.
That's right.
If you don't listen to your parents, God will punish you. Yeah, that's right. If you don't listen to your elders, God will punish you. It does matter. It does matter. And this is the beginning of the Lord laying down instructions to the Israelites, us as a nation. We've always had the law. It was passed down from Moses to Abel, Cain, and Seth. Right? It was always passed down orally, right? Family to family, we're talking to, telling, you know what I mean? We're reading the wrong chapter, bro.
I believe so, yeah. 16:23.
Yes. Why are we reading the wrong chapter?
I don't have an excuse, sir. Can you go to it?
Yes, bro, go to it.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 16, verse 23. Wayamar, Alahayim, Hawa, Ashar, Dabarah, Yahweh, Shabbat, the one, Shabbat, Kadashah, Yahweh, Machar, Atah, Ashar, Tapawa, Apawa, Wata, Ashar, the Basha, the Basha, Lawan, Basha, Lawan, Wata, Ka, Ha, I, the Pa, Ha, La, Yakyawan, Lakam, Lamusha, Marata, Aida, Habarakar, verse 24. 24. Haya Nayak Pawan Atawan Aida Habakwa Kaashar Shawana Mashaya Wala Haba Yasha Wara Maka Ma'a Haya Daka Pawan
It's like it was Hayatah.
Hayata Pawan. Verse 25. Wayamar Mashaya Hala Hawan Hayawan Kaya Shaba Hayawan Yahweh Hayawan La'a Tza- the
Ah,
Ta'a
yeah. Tama Tazaawa.
Ya Tazaawa by Shada'a. Verse 26. Shatan Yamayan Tala Kwata Hawan Wa Bayawan Hasha Sa by Yaaya Shaba La'am Yaha Yahya Bawan. Verse 27. Wayahya Bayawam Hasha by Yaaya Yat Taza one Man Hayam Lalaka Walaka Mataza one. Verse 28. Wayamar Yahweh Al Maasha Aida Naha Ma'atam Lashamar Mataza one Taya Wata one Tawia Taya. Verse 29. Rawan Kaya Yahweh Nathan Lakam Hashabat Allah Khan Hawan Natawan Lakam Bayawam Hashashaya Lakam Yahweh Mayam Shabayam Shabawan Ayasha Bekwa Bayawan Allah Yatazar Ayasha Mama Kwa Mawan Bayawam Shaba Yaaya. Verse 30. Waya Shaba the one Ha'ayam Bayawam Hasha Shaba Shabaya. Verse 31.
No, that's it. All right, he's just reading 7, sir.
Yeah.
Started at 23, right?
It's the book of Exodus, chapter 16, verse 23. And he said unto them, This is that which the Lord has said. Tomorrow is the rest of the holy Sabbath unto the Lord. Bake that which you will bake today, and see that you will see, and that which remaineth overlay up for you to be kept until the morning. Verse 24. And they laid it up till the morning, as Moses bade, and it did not stink, neither was there any worm therein. Verse 25. And Moses said, Eat that day today, for today is a Sabbath unto the Lord. Today ye shall not find it in the field. Verse 26. 6 days ye shall gather it, but on the seventh day, which is the Sabbath, in it there shall be none. Verse 27. And it came to pass that there went out some of the people on the seventh day for the gathering, and they found none. Verse 28. And the Lord said unto Moses, how long refuse ye to keep my commandments and my laws? Verse 29. See, for that the Lord has given you the Sabbath. Therefore he giveth you on the sixth day the bread of 2 days. Abide ye every man in his place. Let no man go out of this place on the seventh day. Verse 30. So the people rested on the seventh day. Verse 31. And the house of Israel called the name thereof manna, and it was like coriander seed, white, and the taste of it was like wafers made with honey.
That's it.
Yes, sir.
Right. So this is the Israelites. This is after the manna fell from heaven, and Moses gave the Israelites orders on how to get the bread, prepare the bread, and hold the bread until the next day. Right. Because
Right.
remember last time he told them how to do it, and then they didn't listen to him correctly, and the next day there were worms in the bread. Right. Y'all remember that from last week? Remember the worms were in the bread because they didn't do like Moses said. No.
Okay, sir.
And then so this week, I mean, so this week on Dragon Ball Z, right? Maybe people be more interested in that and understand and pay attention to what we read in the Sabbath service, right? So this week, Moses told the Israelites how to prepare the bread, how to hold the bread, so there won't be no worms in it, right?
Right.
So then this time they listened to Moses, and it actually worked, right? So there was no worms in the bread, right? And then he told them about 6 days will they pick the bread out the field, right? The manna out the field, and then the seventh day they're not going to pick it out the field. They're going to rest, right?
Right.
Because on the Sabbath day we rest, right?
Okay.
You go back to the Hebrew. Go ahead.
Okay. It's the book of Exodus, chapter 16, verse 31. Waya Wara 1 Bayipta Wa Sha Yasharala Ata Shamawan Mawan Wa Hawan Kazariah God
It's like right.
Kazariah God the bottom Wa Tayama
Mawa.
Watayamawa Katsa Pa Yakwa
Ya kaza payas is a pay salakia. Ka kaza paya ka
Katsa Pa Ya
ka.
Ka Wabasha verse 32 Wayamar Masha Za Hadabar Ashar Taswa Yahweh Malawa Ha'imar Mama Nawa La Masha Murat Lada Ra Da Ya Kum Lama Iwan Ya Rawan Ata Halakyam Ashar Ha'a Ka La Daya Atam
Select. Right.
Ba Ma the Bar Ba One to Saya Ya
Bakawa kaza ya aya.
Bahawatazayah. After come Maharatazayam. Maharatazayam.
Second.
Verse
Maratazar.
Maratazah.
Matazaria.
Matazariam. Verse 33. Wayamar. Maisha. Al. Arawan. Kwanak. Tazab. Tazan. Tazanat.
Yeah,
Aki-
Tazana. Tazana.
Tazanat. Tazanat.
And say that 3 times fast.
Akita. Watanwa. Shamaha.
Shema.
Shema. Mala. Ha'amar. One. No, sorry. Man.
Right.
Waka. Nakia. After one. Lapanya. Yahweh. La Masha Marata.
Right.
Lada
Right.
Rata
Yakam.
Dayakim.
Right.
Verse 34. Kaeshar. Tazawa. Yahweh. Al. Masha. Wa Ya. Na. Yakwa. Hawan. Aharon. Lapanya. Ha'ai. Data. Lama. Sha. Verse 35. Abanwa. Nasra'ala. Akilawan. Afta. Hamanyan. Abar. Abara. Ayam. Shanaka. Aida. Bayam. Al. Aratza. Na. Sabat. Ata. Hamayan. Haman. Aka. Lawan. Aida. Baam. Al. Quatza. Aratza. Kanayan. Verse 36. Wahamar. Asha. Ratayan. Aisha Rayatan. Aha. Ya. Paka. Hawa. Pa. Ver- Seven.
Right. This is the next word.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 17, verse 1. Waya Sa'awan. Ka. Adatha. Manya. Yasha'ala. Mama. Dabara. Shayawan. Lama. Sa'aya. Ham. Allah. Paya. Yahweh. Wayakwa. Hanawa. Bara. Pada. Ya. Dayam.
Right.
Wa. Wa. Yawan. Ma. Yam. Lasha. Lashathia. Hayam. Was 31. 31. Okay. This is a book.
16. Exodus 16.
Yeah. The book of Exodus, chapter 16, verse 31. And the house of Israel called the name thereof manna, and it was like coriander seed, white, and the taste of it was like wafers made with honey. Verse 32. And Moses said, this is the thing which the Lord commanded. Fill an omer of it to be kept for your generations, that they may see the bread wherewith I have fed you in the wilderness, when I brought you forth from the land of Egypt. Verse 33. And Moses said unto Aaron, take a pot and put an omer full of manna therein, and lay it up before the Lord to be kept for your generations. Verse 34. As the Lord commanded Moses, so Aaron laid it up before the testimony to be kept. Verse 35, and the children of Israel did eat manna 40 years until they came to the land and inhabited it.
It just skipped 40 years right there.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? They ate 40 years. Like, well, wait a minute. They ate better for 40 years. You know what happened? What happened the rest of the time? Real talk. Real talk. You gotta know what you're reading, right? But this is the time where we were in the wilderness and we didn't have much food to eat. You dig what I'm saying? So we prayed to the Lord. The Lord provided manna for us. You know what I mean? You don't know what manna is. Manna is like it's a seed that's able to grow and make bread almost like wheat. It's a flaky bread. It grows into a flaky bread. It's used to make like flaky bread and mix it with honey and all that. Almost like unleavened bread. Right? Y'all follow me? It's almost like unleavened bread. It basically is unleavened bread.
Right.
It's just the way it's, you know what I mean? The way you can prepare it. You do what I'm saying? Man, it would be like you'll grind it up and make the flour for the unleavened bread, basically. You dig what I'm saying?
Cool.
And that we ate that for 40 years. That's why I said make sure you put it in the omer. It says put it in the omer and set it and lay it up for our generations. We're still eating manna today. We go to Passover, we're gonna eat manna. And what do you call it? Manna and lamb.
Right.
Ooh, I can't wait
Manna
too.
in the Passover.
I can't wait. I can't wait for that lamb too. Boy, with the honey, you put it in, make a sandwich out of it. Ooh wee. I can't wait. But
It's like if I may, sir.
Yeah.
You did the manna in the sop.
yeah, I'm trying to tell you, you get a little boop. You get a good old piece too. That is delicious. Bitter herbs. You know what I'm talking about? And we're still preparing that meal till today.
Right.
You know what I mean? What they ate at Passover when they left Egypt, we're still eating that meal today. That's how you keep a tradition. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Christmas is not a tradition. Christmas is a tradition for evildoers, people
Right.
that work iniquity. You know what I'm talking about? So is 420. You know, 420. You got, you know what I mean? New Year's, Christmas, birthdays, all that is things that work iniquity. You know what I mean? We keep tradition that the Lord gave us,
That's right.
right? That's why we're here today on the Sabbath day. That's why we're taking a homage. Is it a homage? Yeah, a homage to Passover.
Right.
You think what I'm saying? That's why the week after that we're gonna close the Feast of Unleavened Bread. You dig what I'm saying? Because these are traditions and ordinances that the Lord set up. If you're not doing that, you're basically just saying F you to the Lord. Like every Christian church, like every Muslim mosque, and every, you know what I mean? They're basically just saying F them to the Lord. The same God that they say, oh, it's the God of heaven and earth and this and that and that and this, right? Well, the God of heaven and earth told you to do something and you are not doing it. You know what I mean? Same thing if you're getting drunk. Same thing if you're smoking cigarettes and smoking weed, and it's the same exact thing. It's the same exact thing. You dig what I'm saying? If you were given the order not to drink, and you're drinking, then that's you're still out of order.
Right.
You dig what I'm saying? You're still out of order. If you're smoking cigarettes on pastime and trying to be cool about it and trying to sneak and hide it, you're out of order. If you're on the sneak messing with harlots, can I say harlots?
You can say harlots.
Messing with harlots, you're out of order. You think what I'm saying? Same thing here.
Right.
Same thing here. Same thing here when we was reading the Bible. Same thing. It's about being out of order and in order. It's about being clean and unclean. It's about right and wrong. It's about morality. That's what it's about. That's what it's about. The Lord gave us a moral standpoint. The Lord gave us rules and regulations to live by, and we have to live by those rules. You dig what I'm saying? When we don't live by those rules, we die. We die.
Right.
Whether it's by alcohol poisoning, whether it's by AIDS and STDs, whether it's by lung cancer, whether you're gang banging and hating your brother, and another gang member comes and shoots you dead. It's just that simple. It's that simple. We have to live by ordinances of the Lord. If you don't want to live by the ordinances of the Lord, then you know what I mean. I pray for it. I pray for it. You dig what I'm saying? You understand that?
Mhm.
You dig what I'm saying? I pray for you because the Lord does not. The reason why we're in this predicament now is because we didn't follow the ordinances of the Lord. That's the whole reason why we're in captivity.
Right.
Keep going. Because
Okay.
it's gonna get into that probably next week or the week after, but it's gonna start getting into that.
They did eat manna until they came unto the border of the land of Canaan. Verse 36. Now an omer is the tenth part of an ephah. Chapter 17, verse 1. And all the congregation of the children of Israel journeyed from the wilderness of Sin after their journeys, according to the commandments of the Lord, and pitched in Rephidim, and there was no water for the people to drink.
Is it?
You say,
Go ahead.
okay. Let's move Exodus chapter 2, verse 2.
Exodus chapter 2, verse 2.
That's like Exodus chapter
17.
17, verse 2. While you're robbed,
All right.
let me brighten it up. While you're robbed, I am Masha, Waya, Marwan, the one, La Nawa, Mayam, Wanasha, Lakha, Wayamar, Lakham, Mashaya, Macha, Tara, Ya, Bawan, I, Daya, Macha, Ta, Na, Sawam, Ata, Yahweh. Verse 3, Wayatas, Sama, Sham, Hayam, La, Mayam, Wa, Yalawan, Ha'ayim, Al, Masha, Wayamar, Ma, Za, Ha'ai, Ha'ai, La,
Now
Hadatayanawa, Mahatazarayam, Lahamayat, Ataya, Wa'ata, Panaya, Wa'ata, Makunaya, Ba'tuza, Ma. Verse 4, Wayatuza, Aqua, Masha, Al, Yahweh, Lamar, Ma, Ayashakha, La, Ayam, Hazach, Ha, I, Bada, Ma'ata, Wa, Sa, Kulanawan. Yeah. Verse 5. Wayamar, Yahweh, Al, Mashiyah, Ibara, La Pania, Ha'ayam, Manaqua, Apaka, Ma, Maza, Kwa, Naya, Yasser Allah, Wa, Ma, Taqua, Ashar, Haka, Yata, Wawan, Ata, Haya Ara, Bakwa, Waya, Taqua, Waka, La Kata. Verse 6. Hana, Maya, Ibada, Mapana Kwayakwa Sham Allah Hatazawar Bakia Hara Waka Kayatha Batzawanra Wayatzawan Mama Nawan Mayam Washa Taka Ha'ayam Waya Aisha Khan Masya La'ai Yanaya Sakwa Naya Yasha'ala verse 17 Wayakwa Wayakwara Sham Hama Kwawan Masa Wama Rabaya Baka Ala Raya Banya Yasha'ala Wa'ala Nasa Tam Ata Yahweh Lamar Hayasha Yahweh Bakwa Rabban Nawan Aiman Ayawan Pa verse 8 Wayaba Aimalak Waya Makim Imam Yasha'ala Bara Padayam verse 9 Waya
English one. Second.
uh, said where's what was it?
Chapter 17, verse 2.
It's the book of Exodus chapter 17 verse 2. Wherefore the people did chide with Moses and said, give us water that we may drink. And Moses said unto them, why chide you with me? Wherefore do ye tempt the Lord? Verse 3. And the people thirsted there for water, and the people murmured against Moses and said, wherefore is this that thou hast brought us up out of Egypt to kill us and our children and our cattle with thirst? Verse 4. And Moses
Right.
cried,
Hold on 1 second. If y'all remember last week, they said the same thing to Moses about when they was hungry. They said, "Oh, you brought us out here to Egypt to die from of hunger." Remember? Then the Lord rained manna from heaven. I don't know why. I don't know what it is about Israelites, bro. The Israelites always just, you know what I mean? Like, oh yeah, you know what I mean? They always want to go back to oppression because it's easier. They always want the easy way out, but there is no easier way than just serving the Lord. And then, like, what's easy? What's so hard about serving the Lord and the Lord raining manna from heaven? That's easier than going to the store. It's easier. It is. It
Right.
is. It's easier going to the store. But what we want to do, we want to do what we want to do, and then when we don't get what we want to blame everybody else. That's it. That's it. We want to blame everybody else, and that's what we're seeing right here. Moses, you brought us out here to die of thirst, and our cattle and our children. You know what I mean? You walk to the river, get some water. Go over there and get some water at the river. You dig what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure the whole time that they was in the wilderness, Moses was telling them like, "Hey, make sure y'all get some water when we pass by some water, and make sure y'all hold on to it." And they probably was not doing it. You dig what I'm saying? Same way, I say, "Hey, make sure y'all bring up some water to the school, so that way we can have water here."
Yeah.
Right?
Common concept.
First thing people do is they make excuses.
It's like, sir, I forgot the water.
That's the first thing people do is make excuses. That's the first thing people do. You know what I mean? They give us an order to stock up on things, right? First thing people do is try to make excuses on why they can't do this and why they can't do that and why they can't do this and why they can't do that and why I can't give this and why I can't give that. It's the first thing people do. That's the first thing people do. Hey, brother, come to class. Oh, I don't know. I gotta work. You dig what I'm saying? Hey, brother, come to this feast day. Come to this over here. Oh, well, I don't know. I gotta work. Oh, my wife be tripping. Oh, I don't know, my family's tripping. Oh, I don't know, my mom is this and that. Oh, I don't know, my kids. Everything gets in the way instead of being like, you know what, I'm coming because this is why that's why I need to be. I need to be around some people like that. Am I wrong?
You're right.
Am I wrong?
You're right.
But the white man call them, tell them come to work. Where they at? At work. But you tell them, hey man, make sure y'all here on Saturday because we got the Sabbath service. Make sure y'all here on Saturday because we got to do something at the temple and we got to make sure we get right at the temple and put this up and put this up. First thing people start doing is making excuses. It's the first thing they do. Now they don't feel good. Now they sick. Now this happened and that happened. But they wasn't sick all week when they was going to work. For the white men, and they're not going to be sick on Saturday, Sunday when they go to work. But on the Sabbath day, when work is involved, they sick or they got something to do. This is more important. That is more important. The Lord's going to show you what's more important. When you lose your life, the Lord will show you what's more important. When you're one of the dead Israelites looking up and we in the kingdom and the kingdom going on and you sitting there like, damn, I was that close to the kingdom, but you didn't want to come do no work for the Lord? You want to work for the white man? Okay, no sweat, no problem. No sweat, no problem. No harm, no foul. No harm, no foul. That's just it. Everything is gonna be a stumbling block for you. Everything is gonna be too hard. We all go through problems. We all got problems with our family. We all got problems at our job. We all don't feel good. Everybody don't get no sleep. Everybody. But now it's too much for you to do it. Okay, no sweat. No sweat, brother. That's all that's my new word. You'll be all right. And then it still comes excuses. No sweat, brother. No sweat. No problem. Don't worry. Don't worry. They're gonna run later. The other one, he's doing the right thing by getting some rest. After class, I got them. They're gonna sleep good tonight. Real talk. The Lord showed me a sign. You know what I mean? Keep going.
I'm gone. Verse 4. And Moses cried unto the Lord, saying, what shall I do unto this people? They may be almost ready to stone me. Verse 5. And the Lord said unto Moses, go on before the people, and take with thee of the elders of Israel, and thy rod, wherewith thou smotest the river, take in thy hand and go. Verse 6. Behold, I will stand before thee there upon the rock in Horeb, and thou shalt smite the rock, that there shall come water out of it, that the people may drink. And Moses did so in the sight of the elders of Israel. Verse 7. And he called the name of the place Massah and Meribah. Massa.
No, it's Massah. It's Massah, but you can say it either way.
Okay.
Go ahead, bro.
Massah and Meribah because of the children, because of the chiding of the children of Israel, and because they tempted the Lord, saying, is the Lord amongst us or not?
But Negro, we don't deserve the Lord. You dig what I'm saying? You think the Lord deserves to be with us? You think? You think we deserve for the Lord to be with us? As much excuses as we make, as much problems, like the Lord don't need to. The Lord don't need to be here. You know what I mean? We here in the greatest place ever in the Isupk, in the truth,
Right.
home of the truth, no
Right.
excuses. And guess what we make to not be here? Excuses. At first it was once we get a building, I'm gonna come to class. Once we get a building, I'm gonna do this. Once we get a building, I'm gonna be in here. Once we get a building, then we get the building. Now it's like, oh man, I don't feel good. Now we got a building like, man, I gotta go to work every day. Now we got you feel me? Then the Lord gonna resolve you from going to work every day and give you bread, money in your pocket. Now you can be like, man, I'm tired. money, Lord gonna resolve that from you, and you're gonna get enough rest, and you're gonna be able to go to sleep and wake up and this, that, and then Lord it's gonna be another problem. Now my family trip. Now this happened. Now that's happening. It's always gonna be something that's gonna be more important than going to the house of the Lord and working for the Lord. It's always gonna be something. You know what I mean? Keep going.
Okay. Verse 8. Then came Amalek and fought with Israel in Rephidim.
Right. You want to disobey the Lord? The Lord got something for you. No, don't tell him nothing. Don't tell him nothing, bro. Black shirt. Mm-hmm. I'm just remembering what you wearing. Go back. Go ahead and go back to the awesome.
Okay. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 17, verse 19. Wayamar, Maisha, Al, Yehawan, Shaya, Sha'aya.
Salaka.
Yeah.
Yahushai. Are you on verse 9?
Yeah. Joshua,
Yahushai. Can't miss that name.
Yahushua.
Salakia.
Yeah, Joshua is Yahushua.
Okay. Yahushua, Hakara, Lanawan, Anasha, Yum, Watazah, Khala, Kaham, Ba'ai, Malaka, Makira, Anakia, Natazah, Allah, Rasha, Haga, Ba'aicha, Wama, Daka, Alahaim, Ba'ai, Baya, Daya. Verse 10. Waya, Aisha, Yahushai, Kaashar, Amara, Lawa, Mashaya, Laka, Lakam, Ba'ima, Lakar, Wa Masha, Akaran, Wakia, Wara, I Lawan, Rasha, Ha, Ga, Ba, Aiha. Verse 11. Waka, Yaha, Kaashar, Ya Rayam, Masha, Wa, the one, Wa, Gabaram, Yasha'ala, Waka, Wakachar, Ya, Nayakwa, Ya, the one, Wagaba, A, Mal, Ama, Lakwa, Asla Malak. Verse 12. Waya, the Ya, Mashaya, Kaba, the Yam, Waya, Kawan, Abanwa, Aban, Wayasha, Ya, Mawan, the Kwa, the Yawan, Wayasha, Allah, Yaha, Waharan, Wakia, Wara, the Makwan, Baya, the Yawan, Ma, Zakha, Masaha, Akiha, Wama, Zakha, Wama, Zakha, Akiha, Waya, Haya, Yada, Yawan, Ama, Wa, Nakha, Aida, Ba, Ha, Sha, Mayasha. Verse 13. Waya, Kya, Sha, Yahawasha, Ata, Amalakar, Wa Ata, Amawan, Lapa, Ya, Harab, Pa. Verse 14. Wayamar, Yahweh, Ah, Maisha, Katba, Sata, Sa Rawan, Basa Para, Washa Yum, Ba'aza, Ba'aza Naya, Yahawasha Kaya,
It's just me.
Makiaha, Ha Ma Hakyaha, Ata, Saakar, I Malakwa, Ma Takyata, Hasha Mayim. Verse 15. Wayabanwa, Maisha, Maza Bakwa, Maza, Waya Pobra, Shamawa, Yahawa, Na Saya. Verse, it's the book of Exodus, chapter 17, verse 9. And Moses said unto Joshua, choose us out men and go out, fight with Amalek. Tomorrow I will stand on the top of the hill with the rod of God in my hand. Verse 10. So Joshua did as Moses had said to him and fought with Amalek. And Moses, Aaron, and Hur went up to the top of the hill. Verse 11. And it came to pass when Moses held up his hand that Israel prevailed. And when he let down his hand, Amalek prevailed. Verse 12. But Moses' hands were heavy, and they took a stone and put it under him. And he sat thereon, and Aaron stayed up in his hands, the one on the one side and the other on the other side, and his hands were steady until the going down of the sun. Verse 13. And Joshua discomfited Amalek and his people with the edge of the sword. Verse 14. And the Lord said unto Moses, write this for a memorial in a book, and rehearse it in the ears of Joshua, for I will utterly put out the remembrance of the Amalek from under heaven. Verse 15. And Moses built an altar and called the name of it Jehovah Nasi.
What's in English?
It's the book of Exodus, chapter 17, verse 16. Wayamar, Kaya, Ya, Yada, Ayla.
You was reading English?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, keep going, man.
Kasa,
It's a simple breakdown about the Israelites. Moses, the Amalek was coming to destroy the Israelites, and Moses was like, hey Aaron, grab some niggas. Y'all grab some niggas and go over there and stop the Amalekites from attacking us. You dig what I'm saying? It's a simple breakdown. It's that's just the base and just of it. You dig what I'm saying? Because the Moses being a good leader, right, and the Lord being a good God, he set up leaders to be able to defend when we need defense, to provide water when we need water, to provide food when we need food. You dig what I'm saying? Now, can he provide workers to work? You dig what I'm saying? Y'all understand what I mean? Commander General Han is an excellent leader, right?
What goes it?
Now, can we be excellent and do what we're supposed to do here in San Antonio and lead? Or, I mean, not lead and work, right?
Right.
Moses was an excellent leader, right? But
Okay.
could the Israelites be excellent at doing what they were supposed to do and not complaining and being um and not being stiff necked and rebellious Israelites? Is that her? That's her?
I think so.
Miss
She looks
Monica?
familiar. She looks
I
familiar.
don't,
I've opened the door, sir.
yeah.
Miss Monica, right?
Mhm.
Right. Can we be better than what our ancestors were? Hola. ¿Cómo está? right? Can we be better? Can we be better than our ancestors? Is what we're trying to do, right?
Hmm.
Our ancestors always made excuses. Our ancestors never kept the commandments. Our ancestors never did what they were supposed to do. You dig what I'm saying? Can we be better than that? Can we? I think we can. I got nothing but faith. I got the faith of a mustard seed. Officer Dawg kept telling me that when we were doing the building. You're like, boy, you got faith of a mustard seed. You just, I got look. I got faith like nobody, like no other. Right now, can we be better than our? Can we be better than our ancestors? And I think we can. I think we can. I think we can be better than those Pharisees and Sadducees back in the day when Christ was here. Because guess who that was? That was us. The worst of the worst is now the creme de la creme of Israelites. You understand? The Lord took the worst of us at that time, in those times that was back then, and now we're the epsilon of blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. We're supposed to be leading them out of the darkness to the light. You dig what I'm saying? You understand that?
Right.
You understand?
Full concert.
That's what our problem is. We need to be better than our ancestors. Our ancestors used to worship the corn. What you looking? What you looking for?
He's looking for
That jug?
that jug.
Did what's her name ever bring it?
The sister?
Yeah.
Nah, sir. We don't have it here. Sister Kasala, she's
Yeah.
got it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Tell her to ask her if she can come back around 3-4. I'll have it. I will have it here for you. Tell her I'm gonna go get it Tell her I'm gonna go get it myself and bring it here. Right. But that's what we need to do. We need to be better than our ancestors. Back in the day, when during the Mayans and the what's the names?
Aztecs, yeah.
Yeah, they need to be. We we worship corn gods.
Right. We slack if I may, sir.
Go ahead.
Like during that time when our people were over here after the, how can I say, the fall of you know, the 12 tribes, the unity of the tribes. We were split after the split. We were over here. We followed all kinds of wickedness that we learned in Assyria. We followed all kinds of, like, all the gods that the Aztecs and the Mayans, all the separate gods that they had. We learned that in Assyria. All that wickedness that our people were doing in Assyria, that we were making all kinds of altars and idols to the Assyrian gods. We brought that over here, and we built pyramids to them. You know what I mean? We built pyramids to them, and called them by different names like Quetzalcoatl and Kukulkan. It's nothing but a sun god. We learned that in Assyria. You know what I mean? We learned that in Assyria. We brought that same wickedness because we got comfortable. That's the problem with our people, is comfort. Whatever situation that we're in, we seek comfort.
Real talk.
We seek comfort. The hardship, following the Lord is hard. It's hard. The Lord burns that wickedness out of you, and it's hard. And our people seek comfort, and that's our problem.
Real talk. Has anybody ever seen a person on heroin get off heroin? It's not pretty. Anybody ever seen a alcoholic detox? It ain't pretty. There's nothing pretty about shakes, and there's nothing pretty about cold sweats and waking up at night in the middle of the night sweating. It's nothing pretty about it. You dig what I'm saying? Somebody trying to get off cigarettes? Good night. That's damn near impossible. That's almost as impossible as passing the officer's test. Right, Tazio? That's almost as impossible. You dig what I'm saying? But with the Lord, anything through Christ. Did I say that right? I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me.
Right.
I was gonna murder. I was gonna murder the paraphrase. You know what I'm talking about? But for real, that's the good thing about about this here truth. You can do all things with Christ. You dig what I'm saying? Real talk. Real talk. And the fight's not over just because you ain't smoked cigarettes or smoke crack for 2 weeks, a month. You know what I mean? That's why when you go to is it rehab? Not rehab. Yeah, rehab. They do day by day by day by day. Like Paul said, he dies daily.
Right.
You know what I mean? You have to take it one day at a time and make different habits. It takes 21 days to make a new habit. Y'all know that?
That's right.
If you do something for 21 days, it'll become habit. It'll become habitual for you. Habit, habitual. You know, habitual liar. that's the actual root word in habitual is habit. You know what I mean? If you tell a lie for 21 days, you're gonna be keep telling lies. You do what I'm saying? So it's about creating new habits with the Lord, finding something to do with your time other than drinking, other than smoking, other than going out and messing with harlots, and sisters too. Going out messing with male harlots. Is it male
Right.
harlots? Can I say? I don't know. I don't know the word for male harlots.
It's like it's a whoremongers.
Whoremongers. You know what I mean? Because sisters go out and they mess with, and they like to mess with men. And I just need my fix, and you know what I mean. That fix is getting plowed by a random man. You dig what I'm saying? So these things is what we're trying to move away from until we can gain the kingdom and get the kingdom. You know what I mean? I'm just saying. Yeah, everybody understand?
Okay.
And listening to your parents. You hear me? When they be acting not acting, call me. Call me. You got some backup. I'm you know what I mean? I could put my foot in they behind, meaning make them run and push ups and sit ups. They'll sleep all night. They'll sleep good after that. They'll be like, "Mommy, I'm just ready to go. I'm take a bath and go night night." You know what I mean? You hungry? Yeah. For real talk. Call me. I look. Look. Obviously, Dawada's boys don't mess with me no more. They know better. We get some push ups and sit ups going and running around this. You know what I mean? Uh, we good on that? We going back to Hebrew? Go back to the Hebrew. Moral point of the story is do what the Lord wants you to do or needs you to do. Do what the men above you need you to do. And you know what I mean? And follow them orders.
Right.
And the Lord will be on your side. Trust me. That's it. That's it. And of course, you're going to get chewed out because, of course, we all make mistakes. I'm not going to say we fall short because we don't fall short. Falling short meaning not keeping the law, but making mistakes. You know what I mean? We all make mistakes.
Right.
You know what I mean? Everybody make mistakes. But just because you make a mistake don't mean you have to sin. You dig what I'm saying? Does that make sense?
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Okay.
Does it make sense? Making mistakes? Mm-hmm. Just because you make a mistake in life, right? Don't mean you have to make it. Don't mean just because you made a mistake and this happened and that happened at your slavery or something like that, right? Don't have to take you off the edge and go drink and get drunk and you know what I mean? Now you're acting a fool, right? Just because you make a mistake with your family and y'all get into it or something like that, don't mean you have to go smoke cigarettes and go back to smoking crack and go back to you know what I mean? And doing
Right.
everything that makes you comfortable in life or makes you maybe made you comfortable in the world. You dig what I'm saying? Those are called triggers, mistakes, triggers. You know what I mean? Everything has a trigger. If you was a whoremonger in the world, then you'll have a trigger like going going somewhere where there's a whole bunch of promiscuous activity. You know what I mean? If a woman went to go to the club every Friday, Saturday, every Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, to go meet a new man and go sleep with that man every Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, then that's going to be her trigger going to the club every Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, and to find a new man. You know what I mean? If a brother has a drinking problem or a sister has a drinking problem, and her trigger is um I don't know, their trigger is being bored, right? When every time they're bored, they're gonna smoke a cigarette. They're gonna go get drunk. You know what I mean? They have to find something else to occupy their time. We all gonna get bored, but if you're not bored, but you like when you're bored, you work on things like arts and like your arts and crafts. Sis likes to work on decorations and stuff like that. You know what I mean? I always say cooking is a good. You know what I mean? I like to eat. You know what I mean? If you ain't got nobody to cook for, you always cook for your camp leader. You know what I'm talking about? But cooking is a good way because it works with your hands. You know what I mean? And it occupies your mind. You know what I mean? It makes you focus on something else other than smoking, drinking, whoremongering, uh, whatever your problem is. You dig what I'm saying? Does that make sense? You know what I mean? So your mistake don't have to you don't have to jump off the bridge and go break the laws of God. We all make mistakes, but you don't have to sin make mistakes when you make a mistake. All right, go ahead.
Okay. It's the book of Exodus, chapter 17, verse 16. Wayamar, Kaya, Aida,
Yeah,
Yad, Ayla, Kaz,
yeah.
Ya, Makak, Ka,
Malakama.
Malakama, Yahweh, Ba'ai, Malak, Madara, Dara, Pa. It's book of Exodus 18, verse 1. I
Yeah.
Yashab,
It's like
Way,
Wayama. Waya. Shamai.
Oyashamaya, Yarawat, Kawan, Mada, Yawan, Kya, the one, Masaka, Ata, Ka, Aishar, Aishaka, Alakaim, Lama, Shaka, Ya, Wayastra Allah, I, Mawan, Kaya, Ha, Wa, Ta, Ya, A, Yakawa, Ata, Ya, Sharala, Mama, Tza, Rayam, verse 2, Wayakwa, Ya, Rawa, Hatan, Hata 1, Mashaya, Ata, Tza, Para, Ashata, Maisha, Akira, Shalawat, Kia, Yaka, verse 3, Wata, Shanaya, Baniyan, Ashar, Sham, Hakyat, Garasham, Kaya, Amar, Gar, Aya, Yataya, Ba'aratza, Naka, Raya, Nakaraya, verse, verse 4, Wayashem, Hakiat, Allah, Allah, Ya, I, Zara, Kaya, Alakaim, Abaya, Ba, I, Zoraya, Wayatza, La, Naya, Makia Ra'ab Paraya.
Just finish out to 19.
All right. Verse 5. Waya Ba'a Wara Watawa. Kia the one Masha'aya Wa Wana Yawan Wa Asha the one Ata Ma'asha Al Kama Madaba Ashar Hawa Na Kya Nakha Sham Har Alakayam. Verse 6. Wa Yamar Al Maasha Anaya Kya Ta Nakwa Ya Ta Rawan Ba Allah Kya Alakya Wa Sha Bakwa Wa Sha Naya Ba Na Yaha I Maha. Verse 7. Wayatza Maasha La Kwa Rata Kya Ta Nawa Wayasha Ta Kyawa Waya Shaka La Awa Wayasha La Awa Ayash La Ra'ai Khawan La Sha Lawam Waya Ba'awan Kha Kha Lakha. Verse 8. Waya Sapar Maya Sha Lakia No Nawan Ata Ka Ashar Isha Yahweh La Param Wa La Matazraim Allah A Wa Data Yasha Ra La or Yasha'ala Ata Ka Hata Lacha Ashar Matza Thumb Ba Darak Wayat Zalam Yahweh. Verse 9. Wayakiha Ya Rawan Allah Ka Hata Wan Baka Ashar Aishaka. Yes. What?
No, do you want it?
You can get it.
No, do you want it?
I'm good.
You can have it. I got my own cup.
All right.
Man, it's sitting there looking mighty delicious.
All right. Yeah. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 18, verse 9.
Mm-hmm.
Wayaki'ah.
9?
Yeah.
No, you started at 1. Am I tripping? I'm tripping? Yeah, you started at 1. Yeah, you started at 1.
I
told
thought
you
you
to
said
go.
19.
Yeah, I said go all the way to 19, but you started at 1.
Okay.
I knew I was. Look, man, don't make me look crazy up here, bro.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 18, verse 1. When Jethro, the priest of Midian, Moses' father-in-law, heard of all that God had done for Moses and for Israel, his people, and that the Lord had brought Israel out of Egypt, verse 2, then Jethro, Moses' father-in-law, took Zipporah, Moses' wife, after he had sent her back. Verse 3, and her 2 sons, of which the name of one was Gershom, for he said, I have been an alien in a strange land. Verse 4, and the name of the other was Eliezer, for the God of my father said he was mine help and delivered me from the sword of Pharaoh. Verse 5, and Jethro, Moses' father-in-law, came with his sons and his wife unto Moses into the wilderness, where he encamped at the mount of God. Verse 6, and he said unto Moses, I thy father-in-law Jethro am come unto thee, and thy wife and her 2 sons with her. Verse 7. And Moses went out to meet his father-in-law and did obeisance,
No obedience.
obeisance and kissed him. And they asked each other of their welfare, and they came into the tent. You continue?
Yeah.
Verse,
We ain't read nothing. We ain't read nothing. We was reading Moses about Moses' children and his interaction with his father-in-law.
verse 8. And Moses told his father-in-law all that the Lord had done unto Pharaoh and to the Egyptians for Israel's sake, and all the travel that have
Travail.
travail that have come upon them by the way, and how the Lord delivered them. And that's where I stopped at verse 9.
Oh, you didn't go to 19 in Hebrew?
Why? You told me, you told me to stop.
No, I didn't. I told you to go to verse 19. This is where we stopping it today. 18 and 19.
All right.
I told you to go all the way to verse 19.
Listen. The book of Exodus, chapter 18, verse 9. Yakia were Tharwa, Allah, Ka, Ta, Wa, Baka, Ashar, Aisha, Yahweh, Sha'ala, Ashar, Hatazah, Ya, Lawan, Ma'ayada, Matazraim. Verse 10. Wa Yamar, Yada, Rawan, Barak, Warak, Yahweh, Ashar, Hataz, Sayah, Hatazayah, Ata, Atakam, Ma'ida, Matazraim, Wa Ya,
Yeah.
Wa Yad, Parayam, Ashar, Hatazah, Ya, Ata, Ha'ayim, Mata, Quata, Matakat,
Yeah.
Yad,
Kaf.
Matakat, Yad, Matazraim. Verse 11. I, Taka, Ya, the I, the Ya, Ka, Ya, Ga, the Wa, Ya, Hawa, Ma, Makal, Ka, La, Hayam, Kaya, Ba, the Bara, Ashar, Sa, the one, Alakayam, Alayaham. Verse 12. Wa, Yakwak, Ka, the one, Ka, 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 the one, Mashaya, Ailaka, Waza, Ba, Kya, Yam, Alahayam, Wa, Ya, Ba'a, Ha'aron, Wa, Kal, Zakwa, Naya, Yasha'ala, Wa, Yasha'ala, La'akal, La'akam, Ayam, Kya, Tawan, Mashan, Masha, Lapanya, Ha'alahayam. Verse 13. Wa, Ya, Ma, Ma, Kya, Rat, Wayashab, Masha, Mashapap, Ata, Ha'ayam, Wayai, Mada, Ha'ayam, Allah, Masha, Mashaya, Mawan, Habakra, Aida, Hara, Verse 14. Waira Kya, the one, Masaya, Ata, Ka, Ashar, Hawa, Aishaha, Laayam, Waayam, Laayam, Waayamar, Maka, Ha, Deborah, Hazaka, Ashar, Atha, Ashaka, Laayam, Mada, Waay, Ataka, Yawashab, Laba, Dekwa, Waka, Ha'im, Natazab, Natazab, um, Alayak, Awan, Bakwara, Aida, Arab, verse 15, Wayamar, Masha, Lakia,
Now what?
Lakathanawa, Kaya, Yaba'a, Alaya, Chayam, Ladarsha, Alahayam, verse 16, Kaya, Yahayaha, Laham, Labara, Ba, Alaya, Washa, Ba, Thaya, Wanya, Aisha, Baywan, Ra'ai, Hawa, Waka, Wan, Da'ai, Daya, Ata, Hakwaya, Alahayim, Wa'ata, the one, Ra, Tayawan, 17, Wayamar, Kya, the one, Mansha, Alayawa, La'a, Tawa, Khada, Khadbar, Ashar, Daka, Atha, Asha, Aisha, verse 18, Nabal, Tabal, Gum, Atha, Gum, Ha'im, Kazaha, Ashar, Mak, Makia, Mak, Kaya, Kabad, Mamakwa, Mamak, Khadabar, La'a, Tabakal,
Is there sound? Is there sound coming out the speaker?
Come on, so you don't hear it?
Out the speakers? Nah.
Yes, 'cause he's not speaking into the mic.
Testing.
Yeah.
Testing. Is there sound coming out the speakers? This right
Testing, testing.
here. Oh, yeah, you're not speaking into the mic.
Kaza, Ashar, Amak, Kaya, Kabad, Mankwa, Khadabar, La'a, Tabakal, I, Shawal, La Badak, verse,
Verse 19.
verse 19. Atha, Shemaiah,
Shema.
Shemaiah, Bakwalaya, Kaya, Isaac, Wa, Yahaya, Alachayim, Mak, Kaya, Atha, Layam, Mawal, Alahayim, Waka, Bata,
Waha ba. It's like Waha ba.
Wahabat, Ata, A, Ha, Dabarayim, Al, Alahayim.
Give the brother a hand.
Let's do it. Verse 9, right?
Yeah, verse.
Okay. This book of Exodus, chapter 18, verse 9.
Right.
And Jethro rejoiced.
Here you go.
Okay. Okay. And Jethro rejoiced for all the goodness which the Lord had done to Israel, whom he had delivered out of the hand of the Egyptians. Verse 10.
Hold on. So he said Jethro. What a microphone? Give me a microphone, bro. No, give me a microphone. I can turn it over myself. Testing. All right. So he said Jethro rejoiced, right, for everything that the Lord did for Israel. Is Jethro an Israelite? That's your final answer? Jethro was not an Israelite. See, the sister's right. Jethro is not an Israelite. Jethro is an African.
Right.
But he rejoiced for Israel, right, for everything that the Lord did for Israel. Why would that happen? No, I want to hear from the sisters. Why? Why did Jethro rejoice for what happened to the Israelites? Right? For the Lord taking the Israelites out of Egypt. It's a simple question. Is it on?
It's on.
Concerts on.
I need a guess. Go ahead, give me a guess. Just give me a simple guess.
They kept the faith. Moses.
No. Jethro is an African, and he's rejoicing about the Lord taking the Israelites out of Egypt and basically unaliving Egyptians, Africans. Why?
You know they're the chosen people.
A what?
He knows they are the chosen people.
Okay. You want to give it a shot, you call?
It's lucky if I may.
No, go ahead.
It's like if I may, it's the promise that the Lord gave to Abraham. I will bless them that bless thee, and I will curse thee that curse thee.
You're getting here a little bit. What about you? You don't know? Are there some white people in America that feel bad about slavery? Those an African, right? And the Israelites were in slavery in Egypt, right? So there's some Africans that feel bad about slavery, right?
Right.
All heathen ain't bad heathens. There's people like was it Nebuchadnezzar that let Daniel go out of Babylon, right? All heathens aren't bad heathens. We're just not about to sift through them and figure out which one is evil or not.
Right.
We don't have that type of time.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, and try to devise and see if you are the devil or are you a good devil. Right now, all of them are devils, but all white people aren't looking for our demise. You know what I mean? Like there was a homeless white man earlier. You think he's looking for our demise? He's just looking for something to eat because he ain't got nothing to eat. You dig what I'm saying? Y'all understand that? You understand that? So when and what your call was bringing out was almost there, but it's not. I was looking for more like when the wicked rule, the earth mourns, and when the righteous rule, the earth rejoices.
Right.
When we're ruling the earth, all nations will be happy and at peace, even the ones in captivity. Even the ones in captivity, they're gonna be sitting around like, hey, this is the best captivity I ever been in. You dig what I'm saying? Like real talk, because we're not gonna put drugs in their neighborhood. We're not gonna be policing them and murdering them for no reason. Put your hands up, and then they put their hands up and pow 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 pow. We're not gonna. That's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen. We're gonna deal with everybody righteously. You understand that? You understand that? And if we don't deal with them righteously, like let's say they need the Sabbath day off, right? Because the Lord said keep the Sabbath day off, right? But let's say there's an Israelite that's not giving his captives the Sabbath day off. What do you think? What do you think is going to happen to that Israelite?
There'll be consequences. The Most High will deal with him. There'll be consequences
Why would the Most High deal with him?
because we are his people.
But why would the Most High deal with him when there's judges that's going to judge the earth?
He set him in place for that reason, right?
Give me Matthew 20. Give me Matthew 19 and 28. You good. Stay where you are, brother. You know what I'm talking about. Excellent job reading. Still ain't giving you a hand. Give you an arm wrestle. Give you a knuckle sandwich.
Matthew, like, sir, was it?
Matthew 19 and 28.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 19, verse 28. And Yahushua said unto them, verily I say unto you, that ye which have followed me in the regeneration, when the Son of Man shall sit in the throne of his glory, ye also shall sit upon 12 thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel.
Right. So it's going to be up. We're going to deal with the Israelites. We deal with the whole earth according to the Most High's laws and rules and regulations and judgments.
Right.
You know what I mean? So the Most High already set everything in motion, in play. His rules is going to be his rules. We looking at his rules every day when we read the Bible, right? But it's going to be onto us to be able to judge it righteously by those rules. Does that make sense? You know what I mean? So even Israelites that don't want to do the right thing are going to be judged.
Right.
We're going to be judged. It's going to be just not, I'm going to say not like it is now, but it's going to, in our kingdom, it's going to be rulers ruling like, not like Donald Trump, because Donald Trump just doing whatever he wants. We can't do whatever we want. We have a hierarchy. You know what I mean? Which would be Christ, or the Most High, Christ, Israelites. You know what I mean? And however that hierarchy is going to be, however Christ wants to set it up with the 144,000. That makes sense? So when Jethro was rejoicing, he was rejoicing because he was like, happy that the Lord's chosen people are out of captivity. You know what I mean? And he was like, hopefully y'all get to rule the earth in righteousness. Just like these other nations, they're just waiting for us to rule the earth in righteousness.
Right.
I'm just saying. Go ahead. Everybody, you understand that? All right, go ahead.
Okay. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 18, verse 10. And Jethro said, blessed be the Lord who hath delivered you out of the hand of the Egyptians and out of the hand of Pharaoh, who hath delivered the people from under the hand of the Egyptians. Verse 11. Now I know that the Lord is greater than all gods, for in the thing wherein they dealt proudly he was above them. Verse 12. And Jethro, Moses' father-in-law, took a burnt offering and sacrifice for God. And Aaron came and all the elders of Israel to eat bread with Moses, father-in-law, before God. Verse 13. And it came to pass on the morrow that Moses said to judge the people, and the people stood by Moses from the morning unto the evening. Verse 14.
Hold on. So Aaron and the elders of Israel sat with Jethro, another nation, and ate food. Was that wrong to do?
No.
Why wasn't it wrong to do?
Why would it be wrong?
Jethro's not an Israelite.
Now we know. Don't see anything wrong with it.
You don't see anything wrong with it?
No.
With who? I don't see anything wrong with it either. Why don't we do that today?
What, eat with the other races?
Yeah,
We do that today.
we do.
Yeah.
As a congregation of Israelites, we do that today.
No, don't come and say, don't come in here.
We go out there and eat with them.
I'm saying in the world, like our people do.
Yeah, they do in the world. Is that right or is that wrong?
I don't think it's wrong.
I'm playing a good Christian, ain't I?
We should be set apart, right?
Yeah, we should be set
Yeah,
apart.
Should be set apart.
There's nothing wrong in the spirit of things. Jethro was in that. Read the verse above that where you at. How's it?
Okay. Verse 13. And it came to pass on the morrow that Moses said to judge the people.
No, verse before that.
Verse 12. And Jethro, Moses' father-in-law, took a burnt offering and sacrifices for God.
He said he took a burnt offering and sacrificed it to God. Go ahead.
And Aaron came and all the elders of Israel to eat bread with Moses' father-in-law before God.
Right. It'd be like somebody having a white mother, right? And they were like, "Hey man, come to the house and meet my mom," or I'm at their house and they're like, "Hey, my mom's coming over and just that she gonna make something to eat." You know what I mean? Like y'all want to come over and meet my mom? It's that simple. That's Moses' father-in-law. He made something to eat. You know what I mean? Y'all and Aaron and the elders went over there and they was like, "Yeah, this your father-in-law?" Yeah. All right. What's going on? You know, and they ate. There's nothing wrong with it. You know what I mean? It was nothing wrong with it. It was in the spirit of things. You know.
If I may, I don't mean to interrupt, but Zechariah 8.
Oh, you got something to bring up? Yeah.
Salaki, sir. I have a precept right here.
Go ahead.
Zechariah chapter 8, verse 23. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, in those days it shall come to pass that 10 men shall take hold out of all languages of the nations, even shall take hold of the skirt of him that is a Jew, saying, we will go with you, for we have heard that God is with you.
Other nations will cleave to us. Other nations will cleave to us. You know what I mean? And there's nothing wrong with breaking bread with them and eating with them in the right spirit. Right now, we're not going to do that with them because we don't know what spirit they're coming in. They might be like Dylan Roof Thorne. We might be at a restaurant eating, and they're going to go to the restroom, excuse themselves, and go to the restroom and come back out shooting guns a-blazing. That makes sense? So we can't deal with them like that now. You know what I mean? Because we have the protection of the Lord, but as in a whole, we don't have that hedge, that protection, that gate. You know what I mean? So we don't know what to look for or what not to look for. Right now, if they shoot us down the street, they just shoot us down the street. Back then, if Jethro would have started tripping, Aaron would have, you know what I mean? It would have been a bloodbath out there. They would have beat up poor little Jethro. Real sorry, they would have beat up poor little Jethro. You know what I'm talking about? Now, when Dylan Roof Thorne murders somebody in the church or something like that, we forgive him. Oh, it's okay. It's okay. I understand you shot my grandmama and my auntie and my grandfather, but it's okay. You dig what I'm saying? Everything has a spirit on it. Everything has we have to check the spirit about doing everything that we do. Right? You understand that, Taziar?
Okay.
All right, go ahead.
Verse
But never should you compromise the Lord and your heritage and your culture for them. Never. I don't care if it's I don't even care if it's your own mama that's telling you, oh yeah, come over here and celebrate and come to Christmas dinner. No, I'm not. You dig what I'm saying? I don't care what it is, but never sacrifice the Lord or your heritage or your culture, that what you believe in, your God, for what they believe in. You dig what I'm saying? So if they want to cook a barbecue and be like, hey, yeah, come over here and chill, man. All right, man. All right, well, we'll see about that. You dig what I'm saying? But they talking about, oh yeah, come over here and chill for barbecue we're barbecuing for 4th of July. You know what I mean? Come over and hang out. Should you go over there? No, hell no. You know what I mean? Because check the spirit of things, right? All right, no sweat. Go ahead, Slide.
verse 13. And it came to pass on the morrow that Moses said to judge the people, and the people stood by Moses from the morning unto the evening. Verse 14. And when Moses' father-in-law saw all that he did to the people, he said, what is this thing that thou doest to the people? Why sittest thou thyself alone, and all the people stand by thee from the morning unto even? Verse 15. And Moses said unto his father-in-law, because the people come unto me to inquire of God. Verse 16. When they have a matter, they come unto me, and I judge between one and another, and I do make them know that the statutes of God and his laws. I read that wrong. And I do make them know the statutes of God and his laws.
Right. So they asked, well, like, why do people coming unto you, Moses? That's what Jethro was asking. Like, who are you? You know what I mean? Moses, like, I'm just the person that teach them about the laws of God and help them understand the laws of God. And when they come to me about the laws of God, I teach them about the laws of God. Right? Give me Malachi 1 and 4. I think that's it.
This is the book of Malachi, chapter 1, verse 4. Whereas Edom saith,
No. The priest's lips should keep knowledge. 3 and 4.
Come on. This is the book of Malachi, chapter 3, verse 4. Then shall the offering of Judah and Jerusalem be pleasant unto the Lord.
No. It's in Malachi. Two and 7.
Khan. This is the book of Malachi, chapter 2, verse 7. For the priest's lips shall keep knowledge,
Right.
and they
Go ahead.
For the priest's lips should keep knowledge, and they should seek the law at his mouth.
Right. You understand that? You understand that? So when he was telling them, it was biblical. Like I teach them about the laws of God. I teach that. That's why they come to me. They find God in me, and I teach them about God, about the laws of God. If you find any preacher, I don't care if he's a Christian, you dig what I'm saying? Any
Right.
preacher, if he's not correcting the rules and regulations and the laws of God, he's not a real preacher or priest.
Right.
He's not of God. That's simple. Does that make sense?
That's right.
That makes sense?
Come on.
So I know your mama be like, son, well, you need to do this and do that because God and da. But she's not telling you nothing about the laws of God. It's null and void.
Right.
You dig what I'm saying? Null and void. Because the priest's lips should keep knowledge and they should seek the law at his mouth. Read that part about Moses again.
And Moses' father said unto him, so like 16, when they have a matter, they come unto me, and I judge between one and another.
And would he do what?
And I judge between one and another.
Matthew too, right? You're gonna judge the 12 tribes of Israel, right? He judges matters. That's our job. Go ahead.
And I do make them know the statutes of God and his laws.
Right. He make them know the statutes of God and his laws. Go ahead.
Okay. Verse 17. And Moses' father-in-law said unto him, the thing that thou doest is not good. Verse 18. Thou wilt surely wear away both thou and this people that is with thee, for these things is too heavy for thee. Thou art not able to perform it thyself alone.
Mm-hmm. Did he say he couldn't perform it, or what he says? Read that one more time.
Verse 18, thou wilt surely wear away both thou and this people that is with thee, for this thing is too heavy for thee. Thou art not able to perform it thyself alone.
Now, my question is Jethro an Israelite? No, right? But is he giving good advice right now? Because he's telling me like, hey, what you doing is not a good thing because you're doing it alone. It's not a good thing. You're doing it by yourself, and how you going to judge all the people, all the matters of the people, and you doing it alone? That makes sense? That makes sense? Because why? Brotherhood is the weapon.
That's right.
Commanding General Han is a great man, right? Greatest man on earth right now, right? But can he do the job alone? That's why he set up generals, captains, right? Captains of 13,000, captains of 10,000, officers of 5,000, officers of 1,000, officers of 500, officers of 50, troopers to judge matters and to help judge matters. Go ahead.
That was 19.
That was 19. I damn near want to keep going because Moses is about to set up ranks, about to set up the rank and order structures. You dig what I'm saying? Y'all understand that? He's about to set up like so that way he could the people can be not numbered, but the people can be in order and decency.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's why now we have officers of 5,000s and officers of thousands and we have captains of 13,000, captains of 10,000, officers of 5,000, officers of 1,000, camp leaders. You know what I mean? So that way we have order and decency and structure. That makes sense? Does that make sense? Does that make sense, Taziar?
That makes sense.
So that way the order structure, we can deal with decency and in order.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's way it's not too much for one person. That's why underneath the camp leader, we have our own rank structure here in the cities underneath different camps. You know what I mean? So it's not too much for one person. You know what I mean? My phone rings a lot. I just imagine how Cap Miata's phone ring. Good night. And as we get more and more and more people in this zone, right, we're gonna have to operate more in order and decency.
That's right.
That makes sense?
Concert.
Does that make sense? Because if we don't operate in order and decency, they're just gonna come in and they're just gonna see all out of order and bull BS and they're not gonna be in order. You know what I mean? All right. That's it. That was 19. All right. Tune in next week on the next episode of Dragon Ball Z. Nah. No, tune in next week, man. Tune in next week. Tune in on Monday. We're gonna talk about your children, right? And how to train up a child in the way he should go or she go. That's what we're gonna tell you. What we're gonna talk about on Monday. My class on Monday. I might teach Thursday class too. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We're gonna get into some mysteries. Real talk. Real talk. Because these are things that we're gonna need in the near future because here in San Antonio, ranks are we're finna swell. There's gonna be 50, 60 brothers in here. Quick. You dig what I'm saying? Am I right, Taziar? After Passover, it's a wrap. After Passover, it's gonna be a whole bunch of little brothers in here. Yeah, and what you gonna teach them? You gonna teach them that, or you gonna teach them how to listen to their parents? Yeah, I know. I know. I know. Yeah, I think we good. And with that, I majum. This means to stand.
Yeah, I'm good.
Little chauffeur. 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 Chauffeur.
Vanya Strong.
Now, Yashran.
All right, with that, your partner will hop down. We need sorry for anything to eat.
Upper Noah.
Up and out.
Shabbat Shemayim.
Shabbat Shemayim.
Quadash.
Wadash.
Hayah.
Hayah.
Shemkah.
Shemkah.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Malakaka.
Malakaka.
Taba'ah.
Tabah.
Ratazayaka.
Ratazayaka.
Hayah.
Hayah.
Aisha.
Aisha.
Ba'aratazah.
Baratazah.
Kawa.
Kawa.
Hayah.
Hayah.
Vashamayim.
Washemayim.
Latalanawa.
Latalanawa.
Lakom.
Lakom.
Kal.
All.
Yawam.
Yawam.
Wasalakanawa.
Wasalakinawa.
Kabawatlanawa.
Kabawatinawa.
Kasalakanawa.
Kasalakinawa.
Kabawatlanawa.
Kabawatinawa.
Wala.
Wala.
Tabayat. Salaki. Tabayat Anawa.
Kabawatinawa.
Vanasaya 1.
Vanasaya 1.
Abal.
Ball.
Habashaya Nawa.
Aishayinawa.
Ayan.
Mayan.
Rad.
Rad.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Laka.
Luka.
Hamalakwa.
Amalakwa.
Wahala.
Wala.
Wahatapara.
Watapara.
I will love you.
I will love you.
Aman.
Amen. Now we're going to say the Lord's Prayer in English. Our Father.
Our Father,
Which art in heaven.
which art in heaven,
Hallowed be thy name.
hallowed be thy name.
Thy kingdom come.
Thy kingdom come.
Thy will be done.
Thy will be done
In earth.
in earth
As it is in heaven.
as it is in heaven.
Give us this day.
Give us this day
our daily bread.
our daily bread,
And forgive us our debts.
and forgive us our debts
As we forgive our debtors.
as we forgive our debtors.
And lead us not
And lead us not
into temptation.
into temptation,
But deliver us.
but deliver us
from evil.
from evil.
For thine is the kingdom.
For thine is the kingdom,
And the power.
and the power,
And the glory.
and the glory
Forever.
forever.
So be it.
So be it.
I'm going to salute the scroll. Y'all Bashim, y'all Shabrak, y'all.
Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, yeah.
Now, Pastor, now, stop right here.
Come on down here. Come on, little brothers. Go ahead. Let's see you do it. Mighty right? Mighty. No, wrong hand, other hand. Yahweh. Rocket Yah. Say it louder, man. Don't be afraid to say it. Great. But, Mighty. No, other hand. There you go. No, it's the same hand. Say Yahweh, Bashem, Barakia. There you go. All right, my brother. Go ahead. All right. With that, we're gonna give one courtesy salute to the brothers. Men of Israel, Amadu Shabbat, Amaju, Barak, Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shabbat, Yad Yamatah. Then we're gonna start, turn to face the sisters. We're gonna give one courtesy salute to the sisters. Men of Israel, Amadu Shabbat, Amaju, Barak,
Yahweh Shemar, Latham Bashem Yahweh Shai.
all right, Yad Yamatah, dismissed.